Hello all, let us talk about some of the electrical specifications of Raspberry Pi board. Getting the electrical specifications is very difficult because neither you can get a full-fledged Raspberry Pi datasheet or nor you get any recommended values that can be connected. So it's basically a very difficult for beginners to understand how to mm, connect the Raspberry Pi and use it in their application. So this particular video is for them. So if you see here, this is the GPIO expander, right? GPIO header basically, not expander, which to which we'll be connecting the external devices. So the first thing users have to remember that Raspberry Pi supports only 3.3 volts on this GPIO header, which is a very important point. So you cannot exceed its voltage. Okay. And second thing, if you are connecting some load over this Raspberry Pi header, it is very important that you don't connect higher loads, like example loads in milliamps. Combined all these GPIOs on a 3.3 volt, Raspberry Pi cannot provide voltage current beyond 50 milliamps. Remember that. So that means you have to connect lesser loads. And another important point, Raspberry Pi doesn't support ADC. Raspberry Pi doesn't have an analog interface. If you want to connect, you have to have an external ADC. Very important points to remember. And then another important point is when you enable the pull up and pull downs, remember that Raspberry Pi has option of internal pull up and pull down values. So this value clearly it isn't mentioned anywhere, but you can consider that as 50 kiloohms and consider your applications. So these are some of the basic electrical points which need to be remembered while using Raspberry Pi.